Okay, everybody, we have to finally admit that sometimes we get caught up. And by that, I mean we get caught cheating red-handed. So I figured I'd come up with some excuses that are so ridiculous that they might work. And like usual, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button to help support the page. And let's start with excuse number 10. I only did it to make sure that the love that I felt for you was real. And I think you'll be happy to know that it is. Now this excuse is genius because you're letting them know that you love them. They will know that you no longer need to roam around and do it again because you finally discovered that they have the best connection with you. And I guarantee that your loved one will be quick to forgive you. And this will allow you to get back to cheating in peace. No longer will you have to look over your shoulder in fear. You'll finally get the trust that you deserve. And that takes us to excuse number 9. Yes, that was me in the car with her, but she's my Uber driver. And she insisted that I sat up in the front. Now this excuse makes you sound like a gentleman. Because how can she be mad at a man who respects a woman? And if she's suspicious, how will she prove it? I mean, maybe this girl works around your city. And it just seems to happen that you always get her. And if you really start feeling the pressure, you can always just show her that you're erasing the app. And I guarantee that will be the end of it. Now let's push to excuse number 8. I knew that fake profile was you the whole time. Why else would I send sausage pics? Now this excuse needs to be executed perfectly, because if there's a hint of lie in your voice, you will be in a lot of trouble, because this is enough evidence to bury anyone. So you have to get your Oscar-winning performance on. And if she keeps on pushing the subject, you need to storm out of the room and say, I knew you never trusted me. And that takes us to excuse number 7. Baby, I think she's from Louisiana or the islands because she put voodoo on me. And depending on where your girl is from, this may work. Because how can you deny the supernatural? How will she be able to prove that you weren't possessed? But for you to sell it better, you have to lay down the foundation before she catches you. For example, tell her how much you look it up. Or share a story about a family member who you watch cast a spell. This will make her more prone to believe in your situation. And this will be what saves you. And now let's push to excuse number 6. Baby, of course the kid is going to look like me. I have a generic face. And a DNA test is not 100%. Now this excuse is called playing with reality. The key is to completely reject what's real. And the more conviction you have, the more you twist it into becoming the truth. This is so powerful that she'll start to think that the kid looks nothing like you. And that's when you'll have her in the bag. But don't slip up and knock her up again, because fooling someone twice is almost impossible when it comes to a baby. And now let's roll to excuse number 5. You're so beautiful, I just assumed you were cheating also. Now this is from the Hall of Fame of excuses, because a true cheater has used this exact excuse. It lets them know that you cherish them and don't care about them in the same breath. It leaves them frozen with their thoughts. And usually they leave and say they need time to think. And when it's all said and done, they always come back because they feel sorry for you and know that you only did it out of love. And now let's push to excuse number 4. You said I was allowed one celebrity cheat, and she has over 100,000 followers. Now this excuse is pure gold, because if we're being truthful, she told you to do it. I mean, the young lady is famous, isn't she? And hopefully you never gave her the name of your celebrity crush. This will make her believe that it's all her fault, and you'll be able to go back to being the monster that you are. But be careful, because she could find a celebrity with no effort. And the last thing you want is her taking her revenge out on you. And now let's move to excuse number 3. She beat me in a game of pool and I didn't have the money to pay up. Now this excuse will work if you pretend to have a gambling problem. So you might have to set this up for a couple months. For example, you need to complain about losing money in fantasy football. And you should constantly invite her to the casino. This will implant the idea in her head that something is wrong. And when you deliver that beautiful excuse, she'll know exactly where you're coming from. And at worst, she might just make you get help for gambling. And now let's roll to excuse number 2. I met her at the bar and she just reminded me of you so much. Now this excuse also falls in the category of a compliment, because it shows her that you're always thinking about her. And it proves that you only want to be with someone like her. So she will be mad, but she'll eventually come around. And you, my friend, will be a winner. And now finally, let's go to excuse number 1. It was dark as hell in your parents' house, so how the hell was I supposed to know that was your sister and not you? Now this excuse is a last-ditch effort, because this girl is about to go berserk on you. And to be honest, that's the only line you'll be able to pull off. Just make sure there's no extra evidence, like text messages between the two of you. And if the cheating gods are on your side, you'll be able to keep your girl. Now, if you're new to the house, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you never miss a video. And when you're done doing that, click on one of my videos that just popped up, and I'll see you on the next one.